Good evening all. Today we will see one example given in Informatica help file itself. We'll see the example. Um, so the example is given under SQL transformation section. Though it's given under SQL transformation section, we are not going to use SQL transformation to execute this example. We'll use firstly the router transformation and after that store procedure transformation, and we'll see how we can execute this example. So in this example, the source file they have given is like this. So there are four columns in the source file. First is the product code, price code, product ID, price code, unit price, and package price. So these are the values they have provided in the source file. We'll just see. So there are totally 9 records. We'll keep these records in one XLS file. Data, text to columns, comma separated, finished. We'll add the headers. Insert. First is product ID. Second is price code. Third is unit price, and last is package price. We'll save this file as price list in comma separated format. Infra work, price list, comma separated. Okay. After that, they have given the target table as like this. They have also provided the target definition and some default values in it. So we'll create the target definition as they have given. Go to the toad. Uh, uh, there are totally 3 records and two separate column for each product type: W unit price, W package price, R unit price, R package price, and M unit price and M package price. So these records are targetable. We are going to update with the source record. So for each record coming from source, there are two values: M unit price and M package price. Similarly, W unit price and W package price, and R unit price and R package price. So for each record at target table, it is going to get updated with the source record. So let's start with the mapping creation. Import the source and target first. To the source, import from file, price list, go to the target, target, import from database, char, table is prod cost, import the file, prod list, product update. Okay, we have source definition, import the target. Now each record coming from source will have values for one product, and it will have two values like unit price and package price. So for every record coming from source, we are going to update two price. Either it will be W unit price package price, R unit price R package price, or M unit price M package price. So to update incoming records to the target, we'll add router transformation, and based on the product price code or product code, we will update the, or we will divert the record, each incoming record to target. So first we'll add router rtr update product, pass all four records, four ports to router transformation. In the group, just create three groups separately, one for each product type. So product M, product W, and product R. Add the condition based on the price code. So if price code is M, route those records to first group. If price code is W, write all those records to second group. And if price code is R, then route all those records to third group. So our first group is M, so we'll connect these ports. On similar ground, we'll create two more instances. So we'll consider this instance for product M. Similarly for W and R, we will create two new instances. Rename the target instance. Second is W. Last one is R. Connect the ports. This is for W, and last one is for R. Save the mapping. So M got connected to M, W got connected to W, and R got connected to R. Okay, we have done with the mapping. Now as we are going to update the records, we need to have primary key at target table. So we don't have primary key specified at table Oracle definition. So we'll manually create the primary key in Informatica target definition. So we'll give product ID as the primary key, because based on the product ID we are going to update the records. So we have primary key now specified at target definition. So I have done with the mapping creation. Just create a workflow for the same. workflow, new, wf, prod update, create the session task, prod, select the mapping, that is prod update, link to tasks, link task, specified the source file path. So we have source file in infra work tab folder, give the same path name at direct. Okay, now as we haven't added update strategy over here, as we don't require to insert any records, and all incoming records we have to update at target level. So we'll change the treat source rows to update, so all records will get updated. Check at target table. Okay, so we have fine. Save the workflow and run the workflow. Workflow got failed. Okay, our file was open, that's the reason workflow got failed. One more thing we missed out is commit these records, and we'll change the data type. Over here it's defined as decimal, so we'll change that to integer. We'll populate it, propagate, so everywhere it is now integer. We'll again change the data type of source qualifier to decimal. Save the mapping is in valid state. We'll refresh the workflow. Okay, run the mapping. So if you see, 9 records got selected by source qualifier query, and same 9 records got updated at target table. We'll just verify whether really records got updated at target table or not. So this result set is before we ran the workflow. We'll run the workflow, select the table records now, and if you see the records got updated, we'll just validate the records whether those got updated as our source file or not. Open the source file. So for 100, W price was 120 and W package price was 200. M for 100 product ID, M unit price was 100, and that is here, and similarly package price was also 110, so that is here. So we have updated the records correctly. Now the disadvantage of this strategy is, as and when your price code gets increased, means as currently in this, for this example we have three different product types, that is MWR, and that's the reason we had three separate instances. So if we have 12 or suppose 15 different product types, those many number of uh, target instances we need to create. So this is not appropriate thing. So what we'll do is, instead of using the router, we'll create stored procedure in Oracle level, and we'll just delete this. So we'll have only one target. We'll rename the target. Now the stored procedure which we create will pass uh, these two input parameters, that is price for each product, unit price and package price, and at the same time we will decode this price code to column actual column in the actual column of the target table. That is, if it is M, then we'll convert that, or rather, or we'll decode that to M unit price and M package price. If it is W, then we'll decode that to W unit price and W package price. So those values we will actually pass to the stored procedure as an input. So just add expression transformation, decode product. So just add two more ports, call 1, call 2. So we'll define the column name based on the price code. So if price code is M, okay, we'll change it to unit price and underscore package. So if price code is M, we'll use unit price as M unit price and M package price. So we'll have definition. So as we are using unit price, so if price code is M, then it will be M unit price. Else, if price code equal to W, then it will be W unit price. Or by default it will be R unit price. If it is not M unit price or W unit price, then it definitely it has to be R unit price. On similar grounds, we'll use the same code for package price. So if it is M, then package price will be M package price. If it is W, then it will be W package price. Or by default it will be R package price. So now we have totally 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and fifth one will be the price code. So we'll have 5 inputs to our stored procedure. Let's create a stored procedure to update the records at target prod cost. So create replace dynamic update procedure as begin, end. Give the input as call1 in varchar, call2 in varchar, val1 in varchar, val2 in varchar, and product id in number. We have to update target table prod underscore cost dynamically. So first create SQL query vsql varchar 1000 vsql equal to update table is prod underscore cost, set the first column will be call1, call1 set call1 equal to val1 where product id what is the product id column name product id equal to incoming product id execute immediate vsql using val1 comma product id similarly we'll update set call1 and similarly we'll update the call2 also comma call2 equal to val2. Okay, so after val1 we have to add val2. Let's compile it again. So procedure is created. Now first we'll update the records. Update set w equal to null equal to null r unit price equal to null r package equal to null m unit price equal to null m price equal to null. Oh, oh. Okay, that's fine. We'll commit the records. Okay, we'll import the stored procedure transformation. rock update prod. So this is our procedure which we created, dynamic update. So it's expecting 5 inputs: product ID, unit price and package price, that is call 1 and call 2, and column names. So that will be sorry. So unit price will be val1, val2, and no, these are the unit price values, unit price and package price, and column values are these outputs. Now the problem over here is we don't have output port over here, and that's the reason we cannot connect to target definition. So if you save this workflow mapping, it will be in invalid state as there is no connection between source to target. So what we'll do is we'll create one extra port, dummy port at procedure level. Give is R value, that is return value. We'll define this port as out port, and we'll define the format data type as number. Compile this procedure again and we'll re-import the procedure. Transformation, create stored procedure, we'll import the same package again or procedure again, delete this old one, and we'll replace that with the newly imported. Connect the product ID to product ID, columns to columns, and unit price and package value to val1, and output port to product ID. We'll save the workflow. So mapping is in valid state. We'll refresh the workflow. Even workflow is in valid state. We'll run this workflow now. So we don't have to change anything at source level because we haven't modified anything over there. Only the target level it got changed. And okay, so we have to give the connection value for our stored procedure. So $target, we have to select as Oracle. $source is not needed, but then also we'll change the value. So we have done with the workflow. We'll just run the workflow. It failed, okay, because our source file is opened. We'll run the workflow again. Mapping got completed successfully. Source qualifier gave 9 records. Not a single record got updated at target level. That was expected because all updation is going to happen through stored procedure. We'll just see the results. So if you see, now the records got updated as we have in the source file. So this is how if you use the stored procedure transformation instead of router transformation as we seen in earlier mapping, your stored procedure transformation will be quite helpful because you don't require to add number of instances at mapping level. Only one instance will be enough, and just if you have more number of product types like over here MW, and if you have anything more like A to Z, so just update the logic over here, and you don't have to update anything at stored procedure level, so your mapping will work. Thanks for watching this video.